Hey beautiful Aries, welcome to the space. This is White Mirror Oracle, and today we're going to do your timeless reading. A new timeless reading from my beautiful Aries, Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today is the day of fire, and it's interesting that it's the day of fire because, well, I'm doing the fire signs today because I'm finding myself almost like disengaging with the fire element because I feel there's so much creativity within myself as well. It's an interesting space to be in as well because there is suddenly huge dark clouds in the sky. There was bright sunshine, there was so much spring in the air. I'm in South Sweden and now it's like the darkest clouds you can imagine almost, and I guess we're just waiting for the rain. So interesting. So maybe there's some, regulation that needs to be done with you guys. Maybe there's too much fire and you need to regulate. Anyway, even though this is a timeless reading, I hope that you had an amazing birthday season. And I hope that you got all that you wished for and all that you wanted, my beautiful Aries. And I hope you enjoyed your last readings too. If you haven't checked out your Venus readings yet, please make sure to do that. That is in the live reading section. And I did for all signs. You can check out your Venus sign, you can check out your rising sign, your moon sign, whatever fits you, right? Now, let's go ahead and dive into it, my lovely, lovely Aries. So first off, I want to say thank you so much for being here. For those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much and welcome. And for those of you who are new here, welcome to the space. Make sure to hit the subscription button. You'll get notified when there are new readings. We mainly do timeless readings here, between 10 to 20 minutes, but sometimes more, sometimes, well, rarely less. I tend to do a little bit longer readings. We do channeling here, psychic channeling. We do tarot, oracle cards, and sometimes we do pendulum swings. I am thinking about getting it back again. So if you are returning, if you liked the pendulum, let me know down below and maybe I'll bring it back. Bring it back. All right, let's just see. Today we're gonna do with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So it's a combination between tarot and oracle. It's by John Holland, and we're gonna check out the different sections of your life, just in general. Remember, this is a general reading. So if you want a personal one, you can always click it down below in the description box. There's links if you wanna buy a personal reading, and they are affordable and they are usually spot on. So if you feel like you need clarity, there's clarity for you to have. Let's get into it, Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. It would be crazy if it started to snow right now because it's literally like springtime outside, no jacket season, Kind of feels like it's gonna snow. Let's just see. My beautiful Aries. All right, 3-3. Creativity. Creativity is fire too. I just feel like there's a lot of potential here, Aries. I think there's something brewing, something bubbling up. So whether you are Aries Moon, Aries Rising, Aries Sun, Aries Venus, make sure to check that out and what region that is, because something here is so potent and it wants to come forth. Now let's see. Home and family, and let's do economy and finances first. So economy, finances, and work life. Sorry if I'm a little bit, I'm hearing dysregulated. No, I'm not. But a little bit, disorganized. Let's see. So economy, whoa. There was a disruption. This is the Tower card, you guys. So there will be something that are scattered all over the place. Something's happening in the work life that is gonna cause a lot of disruption again. Also disassociation, I'm hearing a disorientation, all the disses, all the disses there is. I'm hearing, that's a weird thing to say, but that's what I'm feeling. But the thing is though, I'm feeling almost like these different sections in this person that the tower is built up on are almost dysregulated and dysfunctioning. And so there's something that needs to be regulated. In order for it to be regulated, it needs to fall down. Like it needs to fall down to the ground. It's almost like I'm hearing like, one of those kid games when you build like with blocks and you build like huge towers and you're supposed to like balance it so that it like continues to rise. And if there's some little disbalance or disfiguration somewhere, everything will fall down. So there's something here that you've been building on for a while and you've been trying to keep it stable for a while, Aries. but now it is the time for it to fall. And usually as a kid, when we're playing with this is the worst case scenario. Usually there's another kid coming in to like just push the tower that you built all over the ground, and you started crying, long for your mommy. This is just hypothetically, right? But I'm feeling like this sort of energy, it is some sort of playfulness. It's not too serious, but for the person who built it, it is serious. Maybe even for the ego, it's serious. And I don't want to, you know, like disempower that meaning, because of course it is meaningful if you spent a long time on it. I totally get it, and it's devastating in that moment. But the bigger picture of it is that things will rise from the ashes. And those things that are rising from the ashes is actually the potential that made the tower fall in the first place. Perhaps things just needed to change in order for it to grow, because there was some sort of stagnancy there, right? And I'm hearing to pay attention to your dreams, because there might be clues in your dreams. Now, disruption is also number 16. So 16 is in numerology number 7, which is about spiritual evolution. So there's something spiritual that you're learning from this too. Something on a higher level that you're seeing now clearly once this disruption happens. Let's just see what this disruption is about in work and finances from beautiful Aries. So what is this disruption about? You know, it could be everything from you like losing your job, a project not going the way that you wanted to go, you know, not having enough funds to like back up whatever you promised that you're gonna back up. You know, it could be all sorts of things, you know. You let me know. So I'm hearing disbelief again, and there's sacral chakra connected. So the reason for why it didn't have the stamina to stand, or why it wasn't good enough, is again because of the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra again talks about potential, unlimited potential, unmanifest potential. There is not yet created, but it will be. And it's only because of this energy that it will be. The second chakra is where we connect with, you know, sexuality and sensuality and creativity, but it's actually also the connection to money. Money, yes, it is connected to the first root chakra where security is, but the financial flow of things and how we create with money, that's the second chakra. And so there's something here that hasn't been like financially, you know, working the way that it should be. And so it needs to be kicked down, I'm hearing. Again, there's just this like kid playing with this, you know, the bricks, and like universe is the other kid coming in, just kicking your beautiful tower down. And you're like, why did you do that? Rah! You know, but universe is like, you're gonna see, you're gonna love it. It's not like they want to like, it's not like it's a bad thing, as in the universe is playing you a trick of some kind. It's not like a trial of any kind. It's a service, I'm hearing. It's a service. So the universe is actually doing you a favor by doing this, but it doesn't feel like it. Can we get one more of this, please? Material harvest, yeah. In order for you to reap all the benefits of what you've sown, this thing, whatever this thing has been, I think this might have been some kind of blockage in the sacral chakra, some kind of blockage about receiving what was necessary. Maybe you've been too rigid. Maybe you've been too stuck in your root chakra, too stuck in security and what money matters is to you. Maybe you've been too stuck in the material realm, and you need to go into the flow a little bit more in order for things to grow further. This is the 9 of Pentacles, and it talks about independence. So some of you guys, actually, you might be leaving one position and going solo, going rogue. I'm hearing that too. Some of you might be starting your own business, which is disruptive on a lot of planes, maybe to the security that you had before, but it is helpful. It is very helpful, because it's going to give you so much more in the end. It's going to give you independence, interdependence, I'm hearing, fruitfulness. It's going to give you resources enough to do whatever you want and what you long for and wish for. So there's something good from this coming. All right, you guys, let's move on to the home and family section from a beautiful Aries. Home and family section. Well, we got the crown chakra in reverse together with 8 of Wands. Interesting. So interesting, because the 8 of Wands is usually, you know, communication, right? And the crown chakra is also like downloads. That's where you get like your information from your dreams, from your subconscious, from, you know, the other dimensional, other astral planes. I'm hearing other extraterrestrial planes. I'm hearing too. I'm hearing that Katy Perry song, Extraterrestrial. But there's communication coming in. However, I feel like maybe you're the one sending that. Because the crown chakra is in reverse, there's some sort of activation that needs to be happening, because again, there's something that is not balanced here. Maybe you're thinking thoughts that aren't really true to you. Maybe you're wishing upon stars that aren't really helpful to you, but there is some sort of information that you're getting in. I'm seeing it several ways, Aries. So this could be either you're in your family and home section, there is people around you having a lot of opinions, having a lot of ideas, having a lot of, you know, opinions that they're not afraid to say. They're not afraid to voice their ideas, their beliefs, their opinions upon you or about you. And so they will do that, and that will actually make you feed into an inverted system that is not true, make you believe things that are not true about you. I'm hearing again, disbelief. I don't know why disbelief is so big, but there's something about disbelief that is really huge for you right now, Aries. However you want to put it. All right. If this resonates, let me know. Hit that like button, okay, you guys? Thank you. Crown chakra reverse could also indicate that you yourself have blocked yourself from external ideas. Maybe you don't want to receive information. Maybe you don't want to connect with the foreign, you know, the things that are out there. Maybe you need to think bigger. Maybe you need to think smarter. Maybe you need to think dumber even. I'm hearing not only think outside the box, but think outside of your world, I'm hearing. So there's like, again, this extraterrestrial energy, like think outside of your world. Think outside of what you know to be true. Let's just get a clarification on that. What is the crown chakra in reverse, please? From beautiful Aries. Heart chakra. Yes, baby. So again, this is coming down to matters of the heart. I think you've been a little bit afraid to go there in your mind, like space out. I'm hearing space out, because you've been afraid to lose that which is precious to you. But I don't think you are anymore. Can we get one more on that, please? Whoa. Discontent and boredom, 2 4s. All right, so the reason for why you've been like shutting ideas down and is because you haven't felt like they were good enough for you. So maybe the reason why you're not listening to all these 8 of Wands, communication, etc. in regards to home is because you know that there's something bigger, something better out there for you, and you're not taking all these information. Even though that star seems very bright and promising, it's not really doing it for you. You need to feel it in your heart first, I'm hearing. So maybe that's why also you're not listening to other people's opinions and ideas, because you have a firm idea of what it's supposed to feel like, what it's supposed to be like. And in order for that to happen, you need to like close your crown chakra. You know, there's a lot of like talk in spirituality communities that it's important to be open mind, open heart, all of that stuff, right? But what we forget is that it's really good to also have proper boundaries, because true love is true self-love, is true self-honoring, is true self-integrity. And without integrity, without honoring, we cannot show up authentic as we are. Then we have to compromise ourselves all the time. And I feel like you're not doing that. And if you have been doing it, you stop to do it now, because there's been a tendency to maybe a little bit in your home section people please, in order to, you know, keep it soft and gentle. But there's a lot of information now coming in, and you feel like that movement is brewing. So I think you need to be really, really honest about what it is that you believe about your actual home and family section. I hope this helped and resonates. You know what? I feel like it's a little bit diffused. Can we get just one more? Please clarify the home and family from beautiful Aries. Yes. Okay. So you need to make a choice. There's a decision here. And I think you've been brewing on and thinking about it for a while. You've been feeling this boredom and this discontent for a while. But, you know, again, you have been afraid to like, you know, let it go because it's close to your heart and it's something that means a lot to you. So you haven't been open for new ideas because you really wanted things to work. If you're looking at moving, this is gonna happen quickly, much more quicker than you think. And I know that you might not be open to it, but I feel like this is the best for your family. Because the family in its own is like, yeah, it's a very heart-centered family, but I also feel it's very closed off and almost a little bit too closed off, not open to new ideas, not open to new energy, which makes it stagnant, which makes it necessary to move. And there's this movement happening, a really, really strong movement happening where you need to choose. So what is this choice about, please? What is the choice about? Yeah, we got the Three of Pentacles, so there's a consideration of collaboration. How do we collaborate here? How do we make the best out of the situation? And if you're more than one person in your home and family, it's also about recognizing each and every one single person's advantage. How are they good? How are they complementing the bigger whole, I'm hearing? And how can you make a decision that actually favors the greater whole? That doesn't leave anyone to this discontentment, that doesn't leave anyone to be closed off to new potential, new ideas, new promises. So yeah, there was some negotiation needing to happen. There's some thoughts needing to happen, but most of all, you know what? Feel into your heart what is right for you. For some of you, I feel like you need to open up your mind a little bit bigger and like, you know, see things from another perspective and like see it from out of your world. But also for some of you, I feel like you need to be really, really firm on what feels right in you, because you've been a little bit overstepping your own boundary, I'm hearing, and that's why you've been ending up in this situation as well. So yeah, make it in a balanced kind of way. Let's just see. We got a harmony here at the back of the deck, which is the Lover's card. So maybe there's something there. We're actually going to head into love and relationships right now. So let's do that. Love and relationships for my beautiful Aries. What's happening now for my beautiful Aries in love and relationships? We got hope. This is the Star card. Maybe an Aquarius is showing up in your life and you have a lot of love for that person. This is beautiful. Either way, I feel like there's a renewal of hope. There is something new sparking in your love life, in your heart, and in your relationships. Maybe you just have a lot of good friends that makes you feel hopeful, that makes you keep your chin up, that makes you support yourself, and makes you the better version of you. Or you're meeting somebody new, or you already have a love life that is that way. Or you're meeting somebody new that actually is everything that you ever wanted. You just didn't see it coming. And I feel like the universe is actually gifting you this. I'm laughing because we got the most compatible card coming up with it. We got the hope card. So there's hope and there's light, and there's light and there's hope. So my beautiful Aries, this is no question here. If you're meeting up a Leo or an Aquarius, it's love at first sight. But either way, this is so much joy. This is so much abundance. This is so much richness. And this is like hope after failure. Hope after failure. So there's, again, you see this disruption is actually happening in the money section. This is where we lose all hope. But then number 16, then number 17 comes in, and renewal of hope. After all the ashes have burned out and the ember has turned dark, and then we can start to see the new light. The new light. We got 17, we got 19, we can see the new light, and we can see the new potential, and we can let it grow. So this is amazing. You got really good cards coming up in your love and relationships. Can we get just one more, a little bit more specific, please, for my beautiful, they're like, that's specific enough. Okay, but just give me one more, please. Just an indication for my beautiful viewers and my Aries to see what's happening here. Yeah, all right, we got transformation, which is death card. So I think if you felt hopeless, if you felt like left in the dark, I think those days are gone. Those days are over. I'm hearing Florence and the Machine, the dog days are over. And I'm hearing the line, happiness hit her like a bullet. What is it? No? Yeah, happiness hit her like a train on the track. Or happiness hit her like a bullet in the back. Something like that. I don't know exactly the lyrics, just a little bit more, but I know, but I love it. I'm a Capricorn. So, but there's something here, big transformation. This love, I'm hearing the love of my life, autocracy. I don't know what that means, but there's like this big devotion of love and passion, and there's renewal of hope, and there's renewal of wishes. And I'm hearing for some of you that are actually married, maybe you're doing renewal of your promises. And so you're ending a chapter that has been difficult in order for you to move on to the next. You're making renewal of promises and remarrying, and it's looking bright. It's looking very bright and cheery. I'm just saying you this. So maybe, maybe the home and family section is actually, about that too. That, there's been a lot of changes that you need to consider, maybe too many changes. And so you don't want to consider more changes, but you understand too that you're at a standstill and there's a movement needing to happen. And so you're making these choices in order to know what movement is most beneficial for the greater whole as well. All right, now we're going to check out the spiritual side, what's happening on a spiritual level for you guys in Aries. Aries. Well, we got Triumph. This is huge. 7. This is the Cancerian card, which is the Chariot. So there's a movement here. Your spirit team, your guides, however you want to say it, your higher self, God, universe wants you to move. It wants you to move, and it wants you to move into triumph. It wants to see you in success. It wants to see you succeed. I'm hearing, just choose your direction and go, because it's going to happen fast. It's triumphant. It's big time. It's beautiful. And they're cheering you on, and they're celebrating. It's almost like 3 of Cups kind of thing. It's like big celebration. Your spirit team is really cheering you on, and you're going in the right direction. And I'm always hearing that song with India Arie, headed in the right direction. I can see the light of day. And so there's this cheering on, this pep talk, from the heavens above, I'm hearing, that is really, really like letting you know you're on the right track, even though it feels a little bit messy in the financial department or a little bit stagnant in the home department. Aries, you're on the right track. Sometimes things need to shift suddenly in order for it to be more fruitful. Sometimes we need to take away that which no longer works in order for it to move more in harmony. So let's see if there's anything else that my Aries needs to know. Yes, partnerships and alliances. 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in for sure. Whatever you've been anticipating, I know you've been waiting a while, but now it is coming in. You can trust this union, I'm hearing. You can trust this camaraderie even. And also I'm hearing universe got your back. So if this is your spirit team, they are there with you. Co-create with the universe, I'm hearing. Co-create with the universe. And see what happens when you do. 22. Amazing. Is there anything else that my Aries needs to know in general? Any last words? Maybe you're holding a speech of some sorts. Yeah, because you've been off track. You got destiny, the wheel of fortune, and you got it in reverse. So you've been off track. You've been off-road. You've been going in the wrong direction, and now you need to shift into the right direction. I don't know what has been the wrong direction, but you probably know it. It's different for all of you. I mean, as some of you, it's in the home section, the family section. As some of you, it's in finances and work. And even, maybe you've had a rough patch in your love relationships, but things are changing. And even though that change is painful and difficult, and all of a sudden, it is for the better, because it's gonna get you out of the rut for wherever you were, all right? Okay, I hope this resonated and helped. I'm gonna move on to the other fire signs now. And if you still stick around, I also wanted to say thank you so much. And also want to let you know that on the 1st of May, I'm launching my very own Oracle deck. If you want one of your own, you can get it. It's super exclusive. It's going to be eco-friendly. It's going to be sustainable. And it's not only for you. It can be for your partner, for your loved one. You can use it as therapy. You can use it as connecting deeper, as a play, whatever you want, right? And there's going to be instructions too, so don't worry. I have to work on that, by the way. Thank you for reminding me. If you want one, let the computer know. No, check the little text down below. It says Sacred Space Oracle Deck. Press the link. You're going to go to the Kickstarter campaign. There, it's a pre-launch page. So you press notify me, easy peasy. Once you have that notify me button in, you're going to get an email once we launch, and you're going to be the first ones to get the very exclusive deck. It's going to be super affordable because I want it to be sustainable. But so you literally, I'm not going to make that much money out of the first batch at all. But I wanted to get out there, all right, you guys? So be there to support it and to support yourself. And I know you're going to love it, and I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye, Aries.